Oh, the biggest chomp I ever got was from a thing called a crocodile eater. While my other party members are okay, I'm holding up a shield and I'm trying to get away. Well, crocodile eating is something shocking when we don't know why it's here. In this little tiny hallway, it seems just kinda weird. Oh, I think that I'm almost dead. Let's close the door, wait here instead, and hopefully it just goes away. La! It's really playing games. I'm Graham, the GM. This is Extinction Curse. Brian is playing Faith, the Tiefling Monk.
Hello, Graham.
Hi, what's
and
up?
Everybody else.
We have Garrett as Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue. We've got Ross as Arshisk, the Lizardfolk Swashbuckler. Other Ross is Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle.
Yeah. There's no words.
And Patrick as Horatio, the Half-Elf Wizard.
I would like to solve the puzzle.
Go ahead.
I did it 2 weeks ago. I already solved the puzzle.
Oh, sorry.
It wasn't even last week. It's not a good reference.
Hey, you got to bring those references back. I missed it last week. So, you all, to recap a little bit, are in Moonstone Hall, which is this old temple of Eridan that has been desecrated by these invading Zolgaths of the same type and variety that you fought within the Aran Tower not too long ago. These seem to have found new ways of being horrible. There are large Zolgaths. There are like blood ritual Zolgaths and all kinds of horrible shit like that. Came into the Inner Sanctum here, found an altar. Then Marion, wrong brother, discovered was possessed by some ghostly entity. These priests and ministers of the Church of Eridan coming forward off this altar and giving you these kind of bad vibes and unfortunately draining some of your life force in the process. You decided to make through the south door here in this little turnaround hallway, which you're currently in, still filled with this green, stinky, swampy, moist haze. And found out that there was a rune placed on the ground roughly where Horatio was, and this rune, when stepped upon, summoned forth the aforementioned Crocodile Eater, also known as a Kruth, a horrible, nasty, just truly awful looking creature. And I just want to make sure that you know how horribly awful it is, just to kind of show it off again. That is a Kruth. That is what you fought. It has big teeth that snap off in you and poison you and do horrible things, and the tail whips around. Just awful. Thing does not know how to open doors, however, so you used that weakness to your advantage. Went back into the door where you came from. Waited a little while and like, fuck it, let's do this. Came back and saw the Kruth was gone. You discovered the rune was indeed a summoning rune that was kind of placed here conspicuously. Went through the two doors to the south. Found that they were mostly closets. They had some nice shield in one of them, but otherwise seemed kind of ransacked and for the most part empty. And then Marion opened up the door to the west, larger door. Finding this room where you're currently looking into, you see that there is a door on the far wall, but in front of that door is a very large statue. This large statue has kind of one hand up in kind of a halt gesture, and the other hand is holding a brazier of flaming coals that are burning currently, so kind of lighting up the stone side of this statue. And given your religious knowledge and seeing all the iconography about this temple, you guess this to be a statue to Eridan. Marion, you have just opened the door, seen the statue. The statue is standing there with that halt gesture placed in front of the door, but is not moved. What do you all do?
Do we want to try approaching it? Do we want to tempt fate?
So, is the statue down here? Is that where it is? Or is it
yep, you can kind of just see the edge of it over here. Marion can see it more fully, but yep, that big guy right there.
And
So, first question, is it magical?
You ping detect magic, and Yeah, you get a sense of magic off of it. Magic is present.
What kind of magic is it?
So you wait for a while.
Tool of magic.
I would say there is a conjuration aura about it. Probably both a conjuration and an evocation aura, actually.
I don't like
A
this.
combo.
Of course, evocation could just be the fire. Light is evocation. Conjuration.
How tall is this statue?
So the statue is real big.
Real big.
Yeah, probably about 15 feet tall. So the area it encompasses, is not only wide but also pretty tall.
You might even say it was huge.
Yes, if you had to put a size category to this thing, you'd probably put it in the huge category.
The other iconography to Eridan was like desecrated by the Zolgaths and the other demon creatures, right?
Yes, in the main part of the temple, you saw they had painted over the frescoes with blood and smashed some stuff, so they've been unkind to this temple.
But the statue seems to be like undesecrated. They haven't tried to pull it down, or I don't know, chop off the head, or
Oops.
Let me see here. Make some secret checks. Okay, Faith. So looking around, the statue doesn't seem to be flawless or completely in perfect condition. You do notice some cracks on like the underside of it, kind of, around the neckline. They're not super noticeable. You have to kind of peer and squint a little bit, but you notice there's some cracking on the statue. Not 100% sure if it's due to age or some other factor, but it is, there are definite cracks in the statue. You've noticed that the room around here, there's kind of debris and things scattered amongst the floor, kind of in the middle of the room here near the statue. You notice and see kind of there's a few scraps of parchment out around, like a few pieces of paper or notes or something that have been torn or kind of cast aside or something like that. You spot these little parchment pieces right about, here or so. And you see that you can tell that they have some writing on them that's, not legible from where you are, but visible. So they're not like old text where the writing is faded.
Well-
does it smell?
Does it smell? You don't smell any textbook Zolgath stink. Just the smell of
But
a little bit of
maybe
smoke
like
from
I've
the
been around
coals.
it a while, I'm like used to it, so maybe wouldn't.
Yeah,
notice
you're
it
going a little
anymore.
nose blind from it, but still no obvious signs of it.
Okay. One
I-
question
Yes.
I think we should approach.
before I just walk out there.
Wait,
Is
Don't do
is there
that.
any like obvious warning signs, like perception check, anything like it's
Uh,
just like don't approach this thing? If not, I'm just gonna.
well,
it has its hand up.
yeah, it has his hand up in a very much a halt gesture.
Yeah, but it's
It's
facing
a
the other way,
statue.
right?
I mean, I understand it's like magic,
well.
things like that, but
There you
Oh,
go.
Wait,
it's
guys, it just
facing that way.
Can I do a recall knowledge crafting? Do I think this is a golem?
Let's see. Ratio. Ratio? This sure as shit is some kind of golem or crafted monstrosity that is meant to be a guardian. You are absolutely 100% sure that this thing will probably try to kill you if you approach it.
Do I think there's a way to disable it without it? Like a mechanical...
So you can tell that there's no obvious signs in the statue itself of, something like an indentation where you put something, or some kind of lever, or anything about the room that seems to be connected to the statue itself. You do notice that the brazier that it's holding, does seem to have these, seems to be kind of a separate object from the statue. So the statue has its own, corporealness, or, crafted, I guess. And then the brazier seems to be separate, like added afterwards or something like that. Seems to be holding the brazier and kind of crafted in such a way that it holds it steady, but you can kind of tell that they're two separate objects, more or less. Other than that, the only other thing you can tell is that, and this is just because of where you're all staring kind of through the window, Three Stooges popped on top of the door looking at the statue. The door behind the statue appears to be damaged. There's kind of cracks and splinters in the wood a little bit, and there's, part of it slightly askew on its hinges. But that's mostly what you notice just because you're looking in that direction of the statue and what's behind it.
I could, if we think those pieces of paper are relevant, we do have Mage Hand today.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, go for it.
Scoop up some pieces of paper, bring them back.
All right,
Cool.
You head out with the Mage Hand, and it comes scooting back to you. The statue does not seem to maneuver at all, as the Mage Hand just kind of spectrally comes and moves the pieces of paper in. So, Horatio, you notice these folded up pieces of parchment, and you kind of grab one of the largest pieces out and can see that there seems to be a list. And it's a list in a language you do not understand. And you see that there are items on this list that are crossed off, and then there's a few that are not, that remain. But it seems to be a list, and most of the items on that list are crossed off.
Let me look at it.
Marion, you look at it, you do not recognize the language either.
Oh, okay.
Appears to not be written in Elven, Draconic, Halfling, Undercommon, or obviously sign language. Hand it around. Anybody recognize this?
You pass it around until it gets to Fabian. Fabian, you seem to recognize the language on this list. And I think you are muted. I cannot hear you, unfortunately.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. Fabian, you look at this list, and it's language that you've not had to speak for a while. It is the language of your people. It is Amurun, language of
Really?
Catfolk.
Ah.
Huh.
Fabian, you
That's
can
interesting.
see this list. Most of the things are crossed off, and it's hard to read some of the things that are crossed off. The remaining items are the following: Ghost's Diadem, Goblet, Balm, and White Stole. I'll write those down for you so you know.
I will provide that to my party and suggest maybe these are items that we need to gather to pass through safely. Maybe they're even elsewhere in this temple.
If it's written in Amarun, I don't think this is old at all. I think this is evidence.
Passing that history check about the language.
Well, we know
There-
at least one other person who would know how to write in that language.
How could a ghost have a diadem? Mary, I'm asking you that question directly.
Well,
Well, we've already seen a diadem.
right, we have one diadem. That may be what they're talking about.
Also, do we know that I mean, I know Dusklight is a catfolk, but do we know that she speaks Amuran or whatever?
Fabian, having been in the circus and the Celestial Menagerie before, you know in fact that yes, she does.
Oh, yes, she does. Well, just later when she wanted to make those insults extra specially curtailed.
Hmm?
Because she sucked like that. Well, I don't think this helps us with our friend over there. I'm pretty sure this thing is going to try and brain us entirely, probably if we walk into the room. But we might not have a choice.
Well, because
I mean, there are
There's
other
places
doors.
to explore.
We can always come back.
it is likely that she went this way, though, right?
When we have collected our items.
Did you prepare alarm?
No, definitely did not.
Not that I would know what that is necessarily, but I don't know. Maybe you've used it.
Yeah, I
before.
haven't cast it yet, so you wouldn't know it from me.
I mean, there's evidence that she's gone this way. Meta-wise, we probably should explore everywhere else to try to make sure we get some XPs. But in
We'll
game,
grind a little bit.
you know, she's here on an errand. We don't know when she's going to be done with that errand and then is going to leave.
I mean, the list seems to indicate that she hasn't collected the item she needs to go past the golem.
Was the
Although-
paper like torn to shreds underneath the golem, or like where was it?
It was kind of in the middle of the room, scattered about some loose rubble. You can kind of tell either from the walls or ceiling, but it seemed to be just kind of scattered about, kind of like littered around.
Could be she did what I do sometimes, walked into the room, reading her notes, looked up, oh no, there's a golem trying to eat me, and ran away and dropped it.
That's possible.
If I were a terrible cat folk, that's probably what would happen to me.
Shall we go explore elsewhere for now then?
Well, does the golem look like it could pass through these doors? You know, if we antagonized it and then ran away?
The golem is a bit, or presumed golem, you're not 100% sure, seems to...
No, Horatio said it's a golem, it's a golem.
Well, golem is in... like, created and crafted guardian, imbued
Maybe
with the
not
semblance of
capital G
life.
golem.
Yeah, kind of like, is a golem really a golem, or like is all are golems all golems? So you know, it may not be like this. May not be a proper stone golem, but it is under the category of like created, crafted guardian imbued with magic.
It's a automaton or construct.
100% construct. Yeah.
I mean, it could smash through, I suppose, if the door wasn't big enough, depending upon how strong it is. But the doorway is definitely smaller than this thing, I think.
But
So
maybe
you'd have
it
the doorway takes up
wouldn't
2 spaces.
want the door that's damaged on the other side of the golem, the construct, the golem-like statue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a look like someone was trying to break in or break out.
Ooh, let's see if you can notice that for Faith.
Surely some way to get through.
It is hard to
but
tell from over here. You can't tell if they were trying to come in or out.
Probably some religious passphrase, but
There might be evidence of it elsewhere.
Yeah.
lucky.
A
I
religious
don't think our
passphrase.
friend here is going anywhere, so it's not a bad idea. See what else we can find.
So you decide to leave.
That's
Yes. Patrick, when you weren't here, we looted a moonstone diadem with 3 cracked moonstones in it. 3 large mauls from the big boys, and 2 +1 striking spiked gauntlets.
Ooh. I'm gonna approach the altar.
Okay, Orcius.
Careful about that.
Well, they could have the secret code hidden in the drawer on the back of the altar. So that's my plan.
Sure, sure.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well. I need to roll something. Give me a sec.
Go for it.
Okay. I don't think...
Did we use the Moonstone Diadem on the Moonstone Pool?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's do that.
Well, why would we do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Orcius.
Didn't know it was gonna be this complicated to approach.
It is a
An
little bit.
altar.
It is a little bit. Marion, you see Orcius approach, and you're like, I'm not sure about that. Orcius, there is this feeling when you step up onto the dais of being watched, and this very unsettling feeling. But you take a step onto there, and nothing seems to happen. Doesn't seem to be any strange effects, but there is this sense of it just naturally makes you look over your shoulder, and just you see your party member standing there amongst the dead Zolgath bodies, and just unsettling, very unsettling sense of being up here.
Shrug, and inspect this here.
Okay.
The plinth, the dais, whatever. I don't know what it's.
Pulpit.
Podium. Pulpit.
Yes.
Thank you. That word.
A lot of cool words you can call it. So you look at the pulpit, and you see that on the shelf there are a strand of prayer beads, and you see each one of the beads has this little winged eye engraved on it. And then you see there is a scroll, a magical scroll there as well. And then there is a leather-bound text. Seems to be like a holy ritual text. Looks to be in fairly good condition. You notice these 3 things on the shelf of the pulpit. The other thing you notice is that getting close to where behind you, kind of to the eastern wall and around this side, that there are, what was once these these frescoes on the curved wall behind you, and it showed Eridan in several tasks, battling a necromancer, raising a pair of islands from the sea, and standing atop a mountain with his hands outstretched, wreathed in blue flames. But there are now these tar and old blood images scrawled all over them. You see there's a reptilian humanoid climbing a tunnel from the depths to the surface in one scene. Next, he's reaching out and snatching an orb from a tower drawn on one of the islands and crushing the orb in his fist. The image repeats 4 times in slightly different looking towers. And then there's a final scene of dead trees and skulls around the mountain. I believe you speak Draconic. Is that right, Orcius?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, so you do see some words on there. You've probably seen Draconic script. It's, common enough in a lot of cases to, notice and recognize that they're words written on some of these drawings, but they're not a language you necessarily speak.
Does the religious text look like it's been disturbed recently? Like, does it have a layer of dust over it, basically?
A thin layer of dust, but doesn't seem to be it seems to be in pretty good condition, but not moved from where it is.
I'm gonna take all 3 things.
Okay, you removed the prayer beads, the scroll, and the book from the pulpit.
For better or worse, I want to show them to smarter people and see if they have something to make of it.
Lizard folk just scoops up everything from the pulpit and trundles over, like, look what I found.
Is any of this useful?
Let's identify things.
Sure thing. So, Horatio.
Are the prayer beads magical?
Yes, indeed they are. The scroll and the prayer beads are. The book is not magical, but in fairly good condition. So, Horatio, let's see. Oh, well, let's see. I don't know about this.
Probably a divine spell I can't cast.
Yeah, this is some holy stuff, Horatio, that you're having trouble kind of identifying in the spell scroll. I do not believe is on your list.
Let me look at them.
All right.
Hand them to him.
Sure. We'll see if your brother can do just one better than you.
Oh, he talks to spirits and ghosts and things. Maybe they have something to say.
Yep. Sorry.
Maybe an ancestor was a worshipper of Eridan. I don't know.
Well, this is not what I was looking for necessarily. Okay, so we're doing some Marion. Okay, Marion.
Yes.
You are able to sort through this kind of the more divine aspects of what you're encountering in this Moonstone Hall. And you see that the prayer beads are standard holy prayer beads. Clear with a soft light.
Nice.
So, Ross casts divine spells, right?
Yes.
Does he have a deity? The ancestors collectively?
It's complicated.
Okay.
That's where your deity status on
Like-
Facebook is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he follows some religion. He's not particularly religious, but the thing that gives him power is not a deity.
Yeah,
It's a mystery.
other lesser
A
entities
divine
can
mystery,
bestow divine powers.
maybe. Maybe you would call it a divine mystery.
And then the scroll is a spell scroll of the spell Heroism, 3rd level spell.
Oh, that's good.
It's touch for 10 minutes. You tap it, the target's inner heroism, granting it +1 status bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks. So it is just a straight up buff.
That was a good spell.
Yes. So I'll take both of those.
Dunk.
Do we recognize the book?
So the book shares similar iconography with what you've seen in the temple. It appears to be a leather-bound religious text detailing common prayers and rituals honoring Eridan.
Maybe there's something in here that could help us get past the statue.
Possibly.
Is it
I
in
just,
common?
Yes, it is.
You know, I just had an idea. We have this moonstone diadem, and there's a moonstone pool right outside. We should maybe use this on that.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I wanted a second opinion.
Okay.
So,
Activate
question,
spell effect.
Graham.
Yes.
Prayer beads. The description says that when you hold it, the prayer beads become attuned to your deity, changing their form and iconography. Do
We
they
cast-
change for me?
A divine spell while holding it, right?
The strand of ordinary beads glows in soft light and becomes warm to the touch the first time you cast a divine spell.
While I
holding
cast
it.
a divine spell while holding
When
it,
you
so
do,
I have to cast
it
the spell
becomes
first.
attuned to your deity, changing their form and iconography to prominently incorporate your deity's religious symbol and iconography.
All right, so you get to
Be thinking about
have
that,
a
Brandon.
little bit of time to think about that. Yeah.
Great.
Or you could cast a cantrip.
Make
and
him
make
figure it
right
out.
now.
Nah.
No, just bring it on in the middle of combat.
I remember things. I know. I fucking always. I'm always ready, man. You can't surprise me. You can't shock me. Got this. Been so long. But upon Horatio's suggestion, you do return out to the atrium here and go down to see the cleansed moonstone pool down where you found it last, and it seems to remain much as you left it before.
So, who wants to do it? I want to do it, but I'm asking whether anyone else wants to do it.
What are you expecting is going to happen?
I expect to be able to access all the visual history recorded within the Moonstone Pool.
Is that a thing?
That's what the thing does. That's what the diadem does. I guess it's what the Moonstone Pool is for.
Go ahead.
Are we tossing the diadem into the thing?
Yep.
So no, it's just activate focus, 3-action activity.
Oh.
So you think about, you concentrate on the specific subject you wish to see. So we could choose how to get past the scary golem.
As long as it's recorded within the pool, I guess.
Wait, does the diadem let us do this?
Yeah. It is what a moonstone diadem does.
But the stones are cracked. Is that a problem?
One way to find out.
What if it curses us forever and sends us into an eternal oubliette?
It's more likely to break, I think, if I were to guess.
You know magic better than me.
Alrighty. So Horatio, as the rest of your companions stand around you, are you putting on the circlet or just kind of holding it and focusing it?
Am I going to do it? Marion, do you want to do it?
No.
Yeah, I'm already pretty screwed up. I'll do it.
Just remember what you see.
All right. So, Marion,
Yes.
you focus the Moonstone Diadem upon the Moonstone Pool. This slightly cracked, few gems missing there. And you focus the energies into the pool. The waters begin to ripple and glow with a blue light. And you see swirling before you in the pool an image begin to appear. And all of you see the image, and what's more, the image speaks. And the words that come out, you know them to be in the draconic tongue, but you can all understand the mystic powers of the Moonstone Pool's vision. Faint reflections appear within the waters of the pool. Robed humans kneel in a sun-drenched atrium beneath stained glass murals proclaiming the glorious deeds of their god. Dark blotches form around the images, spreading like ink spilled upon a clean page. As the darkness spreads, the scene changes. A tall, fierce Zolgath, with 2 tentacles waving from his back, stands before an audience of his kind in the temple's atrium. He bellows.
I speak with the voice of Zev-Gavazeb, and I do his will. Will you join me in this sacred quest for vengeance?
A familiar Zolgath with a hefty maul holds his weapon aloft and salute in agreement. A hulking, muscular Zolgath at the front of the crowd nods her head, her mouth twisted into a snarl. A female Zolgath with a stone-like skin steps forward, raising a hand to indicate the group crowded around her.
We are with you. Sarvel ever hunger,
she growls. Why not take the orbs? A timid voice interrupts. A collective silence follows over the assembled Zolgaths, and all eyes turn to the creature that spoke. His eyes dart around the room, and he bows deeply to Sarvel before continuing.
Zev-Gavazeb commands fury and violence, but life could be better for us here below. Why do we not steal the orbs back and remake our home of Vask? Our holy vault is lost to us now,
Sarvel proclaims.
Most of our people are like you, Veshak. Unimaginative and fallen from the grace of our forebears. You would rebuild a great civilization with your stone tools? Fight outtrain with your brittle spears?
Sarvel laughs and shakes his head.
No, Veshak. Our destiny is tied to destruction, not creation. We must repay the Sun Drinkers for their ancient crime. When the orbs are sundered and the idols made barren, Zev-Gavazeb will show us the way.
Murmurs of assent drift through the mass of Zolgaths as the scene fades, replaced by clear water rippling over a bed of pearlescent stone. And as the scene fades from the Moonstone Pool, Marion, with the diadem in your possession, the 3 pearls on it crack. And there's a moment where you're not sure what's going on. One, from the confusion of trying to focus on the Moonstone pool and trying to have it reveal what you want it to reveal, and getting this instead. You feel these hateful and destructive memories leak out from the diadem itself, the one you found on the Zolgath. And the pearls crack, and each one is a tear. A black, inky tear that drops onto the ground. The diadem in your hands crumbles, and where the inky drops hit the ground, corruption festers, grows, pulses with energy until, emerging from the pool, this horrible hatred coalesced into 3 separate forms that all now look at you with hungry masses of maws leaking out from their writhing forms.
That's what's supposed to happen.
I want everyone to roll perception for initiative!
Well, that was not anything I expected at all.
It's better than being cursed forever, I suppose.
Yeah. Ew.
That
I
looks kind of. Okay. Not gonna
I was
say it.
definitely
Probably
on
not
edge
right. Well,
this whole time. Definitely on edge to roll a 30.
All right. The one dead in front of you comes to life. And is going to, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna try to eat you, Horatio. It's when this multiple jaws come out from its mouth or come out from its form and go and try to eat you.
I object to this course of action.
Does a 26 hit your armor class? Okay. So you are going to be taking 13 points of piercing damage. And you begin to take persistent bleed damage as well. As the mouth bites into you and you are bleeding from it. Yeah, last session Faith had a big problem with it. And then, in addition to that, it is going to spend its second action to grab a hold of you. So it bites you and does not let go. And just kind of holding on to you there. It's going to do that. And then, it's going to attempt to open its mouth that bit you larger and larger and larger and attempt to engulf you. So it's going to do that. And let me double check on the engulf stuff because I don't have it off the top of my head. Oh, sorry. No, it's that's the thing, is they didn't put the number of actions. It's usually 2 actions to engulf somebody, so don't believe it can actually do it.
Good.
Oh, but
Oh wait,
special engulf.
interesting. It does have a special engulf. It does say, for the creature, it does say it's 1 action.
Interesting.
The normal trait says 2, but
As written.
Could be an error.
These are what I think they are.
Yeah.
I think
that's a mistake.
Yeah.
But
I've fought in a different campaign, fought one of these alone at like level 4, and it nearly killed us.
you're level 6, I'm sure you'd be fine. Yeah, so we'll say that it cannot fully engulf you because that is 2 actions. But it can bite you again.
you can bite me again.
Yeah, sure can. So it'll try to do that again. That's only 15 though, but you are flat-footed from being grabbed.
15 will miss.
All right. So that is all that it does. Oarshisk. These pools of corruption from the vision come out and are like continuing, like replaying parts of the scene you saw in the pool over and over again in just complete nonsense madness of cacophony of voices. You might even say a gibbering. So I need you to make a will saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. You are good. You push past it. Go ahead and take your turn.
I'm focused, right? I'm gonna leap here. Can I do that?
Sure.
In that space?
Yeah.
Can I shove this one?
This one here?
Yeah, can I shove it back?
Sure.
Is there like space for it to move back a space?
There is the space here.
So I'm going to do a shove, which is athletics against fortitude.
Okie dokie.
Um,
A 30, that is enough. You leap into action, standing in front of the partially eaten Horatio, and you just shove this mass off of it, releasing the grab as it is pushed away.
and then I'm going to turn to the one that's next to me, and I'm going to do a claw at it.
Alright, secondary attack, because the push is a attack action. 17 is not quite enough. You go to slice at this one over here, but it's moves out of the way.
And that's my turn.
Right, Marion.
I'm going to I'm going to cast Ancestral Touch on this one in front of me.
Okay.
Or at least I will try to.
Okie
That-
dokie.
6 is good enough.
Alright, so they have to make a will saving throw. They just succeed.
Alright.
So just want to check also here. Okay, so that will be 2 mental damage.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
But more importantly, my curse evolves to the next stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the moderate curse benefits now. So I'm going to get a plus, to each things. So for my next 2 actions, I'm going to demoralize those 2 over there.
Okay. Demoralize.
Getting a +1 to these rolls.
So it'll be a 19 and 30? Or,
18 and 29.
Okay. So the 18 is not quite enough to affect that one, but the one that got pushed back is just kind of unsettled by all of it, and so it's kind of the mouths forming on this rolling mass go into a frown and like, ah! So that one is indeed frightened 1.
Cool.
All right, that was Marion. Oh, sorry, Marion, I forgot you would also have to make a will save at the start of your turn.
Oh, yes.
Pretty much everyone will have to, because they are within the aura of this gibbering. You are fine, so no problem. Fabian, will save for me. Yep, you're good. Y'all don't care so much about this gibbering.
Horrifying enough. Okay, I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna attempt to feint this creature.
Okay. Let me see one thing here, just real quick.
Oh. They're not possible to be feinted.
They have a certain immunity. I think you're fine though. The deception's 19 versus their perception DC. The 19 will not quite be enough.
That is okay. I kind of expected that. And then I will go in for a strike with my last action.
Okay.
And
30 is enough.
that is my turn.
6 points of piercing damage. You stab into this fleshy lump of corruption, and it doesn't like that very much. Horatio.
I would like to recall knowledge with occultism.
Okie
These look creepy as shit.
dokie. So, Horatio. Cultism. Oh, yeah, baby. So, you don't know exactly how they were spawned from the diadem. You're 100% sure that shouldn't have happened. There was something wrong with the diadem. This ritual process went wrong. It was somehow corrupted, probably by the Zolgaths and what they're doing, and the destructive vision and all that. But as far as you can tell, these are infestations of gibbering mouthers, which are just horrible amorphous blobs of yammering mouths and oozing fleshy sludge. So they are just perpetually ravenous, horrible creatures. They where, how, and why gibbering mouthers originated are questions without answers. So they are just horrible, nasty creatures. So they are gibbering. So, that reminds me, Horatio, go ahead and make that will save for me.
I need to make the will save.
You're good. You know that this gibbering is just a maddening effect that can tend to drive people insane. You see that in addition to the mouths, there are these little tiny eyeballs all around, so you know that they can't really be flanked, since they are able to see in all directions simultaneously. And you, since actually you did critically succeed on your occultism check that I made, so you know that they will try to eat people. They have this caustic spit. They can try to devour and engulf people. The ground that they're currently on, the pool, is like warping in strange and non-Euclidean ways. They also are and this is probably the most important thing, and I'm giving you this just because you rolled a natural 20, that trying to cut them with slashing weapons is usually a bad idea, because sometimes it can cut open new mouths for them to use. So seems that punching them and trying to beat them into submission seems to work the best.
I agree.
Okay, try and use blunt weapons on these things if you can. They're gibbering mouthers. They're terrible in all ways. You can tell, you can see. I'm thinking to...
Can I poke
Hey, where do you think you're gonna go?
I was gonna stand in front of where you are, but it depends on where they go, obviously.
Oh, that's true. They go first. I'm gonna GTFO.
Bye.
And then I am going to cast Protective Ward.
All right. You do so. Then you will take... where'd it go? At the end of your turn, you will take 3 points of bleed damage, and you can make that flat check.
A 5.
You're still bleeding. All right, their turn. This one is gonna go and try to engulf somebody, because it's got 2 actions to do so. It's gonna try to engulf Fabian. So Fabian, I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Well, that's my best saving throw.
32. Yeah, so it just kind of lunges through you, but you're able to just step out of the way as it tries to get over there.
Hey, wait a minute.
And then it is going to then, because the engulf is to move and try to eat somebody along the way. And it's going to turn around after that and try to bite ya. So a little bite against Fabian. Nom nom nom. Natural 1. Just fucks it all up. This gibbering mouther just fucks everything up. And feels bad about itself. This other one over here. Yeah, I guess it's going to try to eat Oarshisk. So it's going to do an engulf, trying to move over toward Oarshisk. And so Oarshisk, go ahead and make a reflex save for me. Yep, can't. You guys are too quick. So it ends up over here, and this one will attempt to bite at you, Oarshisk. A 19 total to hit.
Nope, does not hit.
Wow, come on, guys. It's supposed to be terrifying. That's their turns. Faith, go ahead and make a will save for me. Woo!
It's a crit fail.
All right, you are confused. This gibbering kind of gets into you and gets into your head, Faith, and it's so many words, and what you just saw in the vision is confusing, and I don't know why I'm here, and why are my hands so thick? So you are confused, which is flat-footed. Don't treat anyone as your ally. You can't delay, ready, or use reactions. Use all your actions to strike and cast offensive cantrips, and determining your targets randomly.
Yes, next to him.
Let's see.
I got a lot of choices.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d8 and see who you move to and try to punch. Oops, not a d2, d8.
Nice.
So my logic on this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then roll again for a d8. Y'all want to know what I rolled?
A 2
8?
or a
6.
6 or a 7. A 2 is
You rolled a 6, which you can.
A
Good.
1, which is
Good.
this motherfucker right here. So
Good.
you have to go
Okay.
forward and attack that one.
Okay, I am gonna be very confused, and I'm gonna move forward to here. I'm gonna try to punch this guy. Doesn't seem like what I would do at all, but okay, if you insist.
Yeah, 24 hits.
You know, it's really weird looking. Like even in his confusion, he's just like
17 misses, but
seems
17
really
misses.
bad.
He has to do a fort save, and 26 probably hits.
34 on the fort save. But
That will critically succeed.
yeah.
I don't think matters, but
No.
he's
However,
anti-slave.
you're like, just start railing into this thing, and the punches seem to be brutally effective. It seems that beating this tar out of these gibbering mouthers is the way to go.
Punching is the answer.
Yep, punching is indeed the answer in this case, and the confusion wears off after one round, so you're only confused for one round.
All right. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so... all right, so this one over here, this real scared, he's gonna spit acid at Oarshisk. Some of the mouths open up and spit, so that is 19 to hit you, Oarshisk. No, it doesn't do it, doesn't it? Let's try again. Why not? Does a 21 hit your armor class, Oarshisk? No. Fuck.
Would have a couple levels ago, but
Okay. Sure. 3 times. Third time's a charm. Surely this time.
which one is spitting at me.
So this one over here.
Okay.
It just kind of got scared by Marion and just going knocking 3 loogies in your direction. The third one is a 22 to hit. Fuck! Alright. He's not scared anymore.
23.
He's gonna come after you next time. Well, he would have had a 23 if he didn't get scared by Marion. God. Oh, I
You just
just...
scared me first, and then you would have hit, right?
Damn it. Yeah. Alright, Arashis, what are you doing?
Okay. So they can't be flanked, so that's unnecessary. Let's just attack the one next to Faith, and at the recommendation of Horatio, I will be casting Fist.
Cast Fist.
Um,
Put those claws away.
I still deal a precision damage on top of this if I hit.
Okay, 30 is certainly a hit.
With extra 3 damage on top of that 8.
So 11 total. Okay,
Yeah,
this
8
one.
bludgeoning, 3 precision.
Alright.
And we'll do it again.
And 18 is not quite enough.
I gotta make sure they stay off. So I'm gonna just sit here, raise my shield in the turn.
All right, you hang out
Gotta
with your shield
defend the
raised.
people.
Defend.
Defend the Colder brothers.
Defend the Colder brothers. Marion.
I don't like being in between these two things.
Being flanked by them.
Yeah. So I stride. I'm going to demoralize the one that I didn't on my first turn.
No. Yeah, he's scared.
And then I'm going to cast Shield.
All right, protecting thyself. Vivian.
Okay. Well, let's deal with what's right in front of me. I will... Can't be flanked, but maybe they could still be feinted, so I'm gonna try again. Oh, nope.
No.
And then I'm gonna go in for the pokies.
Maybe they can't be flanked. Maybe
Okay.
they can't be flanked.
First poke.
First poke is a successful poke.
And
Stab
second poke.
is a failure.
And
You
I'm
come for
gonna
it.
stay here in this nice ward of protection, and that's my turn.
All right, Horatio.
I'm gonna try and punch the one to the south. 31.
Critical punch! Bam! 4 points of damage.
4 bludgeoning damage.
This wizard's sick and tired of your shit. I cast fist.
I wish I had attacked with my staff for that, but then I'm gonna move up here and sustain my protective ward
Oh, Fabian, there goes your shield.
to increase it to 10. Yeah, as soon as he said that, I'm like, that's not gonna last very long. Then I will take some damage and roll another natural 20.
Yeah, so it's
bleeding.
just d4, so 4 points of bleeding damage, but then the bleeding stops.
Yeah, I feel like it's particularly easy to punch these creatures in the mouth.
It sure is.
They are all fake.
They're all mouth. Okay, this one's scared. It's got a Fabian there. So... Yeah, let's just try to eat you, Fabian. This one over here is just gonna try to nom 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 nom. First one's a 16 to hit. That probably doesn't do it.
Nope.
How about the second one being 13 to hit?
Oh no,
How
I'm
about
still
the
able.
third one being a 13 to hit again?
Okay, dodge.
So, yep, you step out of the way as these mouths try to reach out, but they're scared of Marion for some reason. They're so scared. So the next...
Scary.
He's
a scary guy.
Marion's very scary. This one... God, face punch hurt a lot. It's going to attempt to engulf you, Faith. Go ahead and make a reflex save for me. No.
Does 31 save?
No. It slurges through you, gets to the other side, and then attempts to bite you from the other side. And rolls a natural one. Guys, gibbering mouthers, get in the game. Come on. Faith.
Wait. 1 second.
Oh.
When it does that devour thing,
Yes. The engulf.
or engulf, it's moving, right?
It moved, yeah.
Yes. It did.
Punch?
Yeah, I can do a punch.
Oh yeah, right. You have attack of opportunity now.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, stodge. Gibbering mouth jukes out of the way with your opportunistic punch. So it comes back to Faith. Faith, I need you to make another will save. When you succeed, you're immune for a bit, but if you fail, you have to keep... Oh, you're good.
This time.
Faith, what you doing?
We're gonna get so fucked by this boss fight whenever it happens.
Building up this karma over here in the corner.
I'm
Good
gonna
cash it in.
start punch the one that's the closest to Marion.
All right.
Oh, the one closest to me, technically.
Yep.
I'm gonna flurry first.
17 is not quite
He
hit.
misses.
Yep. A
20.
20 also just misses. Just jukes out of the way.
Try my third attack. 9. Okay.
9.
Try my fourth attack. Jesus.
Hey,
finally.
there you go. Just needed 4 attacks to do it. Dope monk shit. So that's 16 damage.
Yeah, because it passes a crit.
And it takes a little bit more. This one over here is not looking so good.
I mean, none of them look good. But...
Oh, oof, ouch.
and then I'm done.
Okay. This one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna surge forward and try to eat Oarshisk. So make a reflex save for me, Oarshisk. Gonna eat you.
I hold my breath.
You see this horrible creature well up and go ahead and engulf Oarshisk as you hold your shield there. So let's see. You are pulled into the monster's body. You are grabbed. You are slowed 1, and you hold your breath, so you do not start suffocating. So you are going to take. You didn't actually do the thing. Damn it. You are going to take 20 points of piercing damage.
That's some damage.
Yep, as it chomps and swallows you whole, and you see Oarshisk now.
Yes, it really is all teeth.
Yep.
And mouth.
Yeah, so you are inside of it now. And then for its last action, we're just going to do a little bite of faith. Why not? Because there's 2 actions, so. Bite of faith. 19 total to hit you, Faith?
No.
No,
That will
okay.
not hit me.
Oarshisk, at the start of your turn, on there, let's see. And at the end of your turn, take damage. So, you're slowed 1 and grab, so you have 2 actions. You can try to escape out of the creature, or you can attempt to burst your way through.
I will try to escape. Escape.
Okay. That's
Do you want
that
me to roll
attacker.
athletics or acrobatics?
I believe it's your choice on an escape action. Unarmed attack, acrobatics, or athletics.
Do I have anything? I feel like I need escape artist at this point, or something. What if that's a feat?
Something like that.
Okay, I don't think anything I have can help this. Okay, we're just gonna roll an acrobatics. Try to wriggle out.
Critical wriggle. You go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, when you escape critically, something happens, I believe.
I think you get to stride 5 feet.
Escape critical success. You get free, and then stride up to 5 feet. Yeah, so you can kind of move wherever you want away from it.
We're just gonna go. Well, let's go. here, I think.
Okay, you wriggle out. So you have
Am
one
I
more action
still
left.
Slowed at the start of my... Yeah, okay.
Yes, slowed reduces the action at the start of your turn, so you
Got
have
it.
one action left.
We're just going to try to punch it.
Alright.
Uh,
How dare you! Smack! Yep. That is
13.
a successful punch.
13 damage.
Alright. The one that just swallowed you takes a nasty backhand
Wriggled out
from the lizard folk.
as I struggle out.
Marion.
I'm going to. I have spellcasting. I'm going to daze this one in front of me.
Alrighty.
Ka-chow.
It fails its saving throw. Just a regular failure, so 9 points of mental damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Moves like a jello mold. Quite disturbed.
And I'm going to move out of the way.
Alright, continue your escape. Fabian.
Okay, well, I still got this buddy. Well, yeah, I still got this buddy next to me. Why don't I... Don't like how close I am to being flanked, though. But... you
Well,
got
you
this.
could
right?
move into flanking yourself if you wanted to.
Yeah, but the flanking... They're immune to
Or they
flanking.
Cannot
flank
be
you.
flanked.
Doesn't
No, I mean
really-
move into flanking between them. If you want to just go ahead and get it over with.
Just go ahead and stand in the middle of all three of them. Just to, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna focus again more on this one than I'm
Okay.
dealing
I
with.
think you can feint this one now.
Let's
Believe in
see.
yourself. 22 against this perception DC. Unfortunately, it has a bunch of eyes all over it, so it kind of sees where you're going and what you're trying to do. It just follows the feint as it happens.
Kind of anticipated as much.
Yep. So 23 still hits, so it's still just poking away at it. 15 does not.
Okay, that's my turn.
Stabbing into this lump of flesh. Ratio.
I am going to cast.
Lightning.
No. I can't. Two. Don't have a good line. Anyway, I'm going to cast. I don't know why I prepared hydraulic push. I'm going to cast hydraulic push at this one.
All right.
Guess what kind of damage it does? That's a
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah. So that 10 points of damage will hit.
Water gun.
You cast water gun. Okay.
Super soaker, that much damage.
And it's knocked back 5 feet.
Yep.
All right. It gets real
That
wet
is
in here.
the only bludgeoning damage I have other than staff or fifth. So
It's looking real bad.
Hydro pump.
I did not take that cantrip. And then I will extend my protective ward to 15 feet.
All right. That's Horatio. This guy over here. Let's try to eat Fabian again. I want to eat some more
Okay.
people. Make a reflex save. Nope, you're too quick. This cat nimbly gets around the mouths. And so it will kind of large toward you to the other side. And then it is going from the other side to bite at you, Fabian. Nom 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 nom. 29 to hit you.
That will hit.
Alright, you take
Only
seven
bite.
points of piercing damage, and you're taking persistent bleed damage. You start to bleed.
Oh,
Yeah. And then this guy over here is looking real bad. Let's just that's consuming. It has to consume. I must feast. It's gonna make an engulf attempt at you, Faith.
Reflex save.
Yes. Woohoo!
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Ah,
to
figured.
eventually.
Another natural one. Come on. Yeah, 25 is fine. It lurches over to here.
So, attack of opportunity, is that when it leaves a square that I threaten?
I believe so.
Leaves a square you threaten, uses a move action.
Is Devour a move action?
Well,
Yeah, it strides as part of this 2-action activity, so stride has the move characteristic, the move
So
trait.
was it ever? It was in my square at one point.
So
right?
it had to be in your square at some point if it was trying to devour you, right?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
here.
So
Yeah.
it left. So it would leave that square.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Checks
I mean,
out. Checks out.
You could also do it when they try and eat you instead of doing it when they try to eat me.
Yeah, this one's bloodied though.
Yeah. Yeah. So does the
12?
precision damage? Yeah, 12. So okay. It's looking really bad. It is just barely hanging on by a thread. But as it attempts to lurch through Faith, it sees Horatio as the mean wizard who did a water gun at it. So it's going to try to bite Horatio. 20 total to hit you, Horatio.
no.
Damn. Faith.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and punch the bloodied one. I
All
don't know.
right.
I feel like bloody is the wrong term for that, but
It's all messy.
I guess.
Yep, with that, you just kind of kick it, and it flops over and discorporates there on the floor as it is destroyed.
and go for the other one.
Yep.
Ha, another 25.
That one will also hit.
I'm gonna move to here, and then I still get another attack. I'm gonna try that same one again.
All right.
That's
Nope.
gonna miss though.
You do not.
But I did hit that one with half of a flurry, so he has to do a fort save.
Okay, let's see.
They're
28.
real good at fort save. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You don't care.
I kind of figured they would be pretty good at fortitude, but
Yep, they are, as you can tell, they are just big, chonky little masses of mouths. It's sticking power, if nothing else. So this one... yeah, let's eat Faith. I gotta eat Faith. Gotta eat some Faith. Another reflex
I
save
mean-
as it surges forward through you.
21.
21 is
gotta get swallowed.
not enough.
Oh.
Chomp, 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 chomp. And it's going to go ahead and eat you. You will be taking 19 points of piercing damage. And be slowed and grabbed and all that good stuff as you are engulfed.
I am slowed.
And then it's going to
And-
snap out a bite at a Warshisk after that. 27 hits you, Warshisk.
That'll
It's
hit.
probably slowed one.
Yeah, you're slowed one. So that's 14 points of piercing damage to you, Awarshisk, and you are taking ongoing bleed damage.
14.
Yep. Then it'll be its turn, so then Awarshisk, onto you.
How high is the ceiling?
I believe it's like 15 feet, I want to say. It's a bit higher because you're in the atrium area.
And these things are just like 5 feet tall, right?
Yeah, medium creatures.
How do you want to do this mechanically? If I attempt to jump onto the wall,
If
when
you,
I have climb speed, can I jump onto the wall and be above them so they can't devour me while still attacking them?
let's see here. Walls and ceilings are an amalgam of white marble and alabaster blocks. So yeah, there are kind of like blocks with little, joints in them that you can hold on and climb to. So, yeah, if you wanted to climb up a wall, that's probably
You're gonna
doable.
climb up this wall and then be
Yeah.
within still melee range, but not within where it can just slide through me and try to eat me.
Yeah, I think that would work. So that's, forget if you can change movement modes in the middle of a single stride. I want to say that I don't
think
know
you
that that's a
can.
thing you can do.
Right, because I think it'd be too difficult to calculate if you have like different movement speeds. Like my climb speed is 15 feet, and or
Yeah.
20 feet, something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you have to stride walking when you. Yeah, because climb is a different action technically. So yeah, I'll say you can do that. It's just 2 actions: one to get over to the wall, and the other to like climb up onto it.
Okay, and then I will attack the one next to Fabian
Sure.
with a punch. Punch, punch, punch.
30. That'll do it. So that's 12 damage.
Yep.
Okay, looking bad. All right. At the end of your turn, you're going to take 1 point of bleed damage. Go ahead and make that flat check. You're still bleeding. Super bleeding. Marion.
Definitely bleeding.
Definitely bleeding. Definitely.
I'm going to step away from the column, and I'm going to shoot the one closest to me.
All right.
Oh no.
Arrow flies back and like in the middle of the air just snaps in half and breaks.
That is unfortunate.
It's a bad arrow.
Ooh, it's 2 bad arrows in a row.
You are no help.
Your ancestors shrug. Can't help you. Sorry, we're dead. Fabian, on to you.
Well, I may be flanking, but I'm not getting any flanking bonuses for it.
Nope, they can
But
see
I'm
you.
going to continue my assault on this one that I've been assaulting all this time. So I will try to deceive it again.
Ooh.
Ooh, 27 will be enough. You finally see all the eyes going around, and it's just enough of them focused up on the wall where Oarshisk is that you can step around and get in the middle of them.
Oh,
It's like a
Thank-
blind spot.
goodness.
One blind spot. Yep.
And then I will strike it. This is where I can't, I won't be able to hit.
21 does so. It says a 24, so you get to roll sneak attack on both of those motherfuckers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is that sneak attack twice? Yeah, it is, isn't that? So the first one's 13. The second one's 16. Ow. He bloodied. He's hurting so bad.
Finally. That's my turn.
Yep. The rapier slashes through the gibbering mouther. Ratio.
Electric arc. Protective
There it
force.
is.
Zappity zap. The first one will make a reflex save. And succeed. So it takes a little bit of damage. And then the other one will also succeed, take a little bit of damage. Zap zap. And the ward extends around you, protective magic, encircling most of your party, except
Made it
Oarshisk.
back to Fabian.
Yep, I got you, bud. Okay. Yeah, they're not smart. They're not very smart at all, are they? No, they're not smart at all. This one is going to attempt to move to engulf Fabian, which will
Oh,
move
okay.
out of your way, Oarshisk.
This-
So Fabian, reflex save.
Oh, no!
So does get the punch off before
should I
moving
roll
around.
My bleeding? Did I take bleeding damage?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you did. Go ahead and roll that flat check, too, while we're at it. Because you're taking 4 points of bleed damage. And you're still bleeding. It takes... that's 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes that punch, is looking real bad, but then just manages to get over and around. Fabian going to just eat and gobble you up. Nom, 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 nom. So Fabian, you will then be taking 14 points of damage and be swallowed. So slowed 1 and grappled and all that good shit.
And suffocating.
Yep, and suffocating and all that good. That's all that wonderful bullshit. So that was its turn. It just eaten. So then it will spit at Oarshisk. It's his third action. So that's a 24 to hit you, Oarshisk.
Yep. That hits.
Yes, I did it.
Only you were within the range of protective ward.
It would still would hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Oarshisk,
But
you
my
take
shield up, it wouldn't have.
18 points of acid damage,
Ooh.
and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay,
Because
let me
this
do
spit
math.
goes for the eyes.
And fortitude save.
And a fortitude save. You are good on the fort save. Okay, that's its turn. Faith.
I really don't want to be eaten.
Yep,
Really
you could
seem
try
like a
to
great-
burst your way out or try to escape.
I mean, sure, I could do that. Or I could just escape.
you could escape.
I'm gonna move to
Wow.
here.
Wow.
So that's
A
one action.
Abundant step. Abundantly, you remove yourself from the gullet to the gibbering mouther.
I do lose a focus.
How
point, though.
convenient.
How convenient. Yeah, I just picked up this level.
So you got one more action.
Yeah, so I'm gonna flurry on the one that's eating Fabian.
Please kill it.
I'll try.
So a 25 does indeed hit. So it takes some damage. Looking pretty bad. 29 will also hit. So let me do my maths here. Does that. And then, yep. With that final flurry of punches and kicks, as you just suddenly teleport outside of it, the one kind of swollen up and then suddenly kind of deflates with no longer a faith inside of it engulfed, as you come and release the catfolk in a slimy explosion from the belly of this gibbering mouther as it dies.
You're welcome. See, I got you out.
Excellent.
That was
Thank
my
you.
plan all along.
Okay. So. Then we come to the one that just had a faith removed from it. It's just furious with you, Faith. It's just going to go into a biting frenzy just to try to chomp on Faith. So the first one is a natural 1.
That will miss.
Fuck. The second one's going to be an 11. Does an 11 hit?
Like, total?
Yep. How
No.
about a 12? Does a 12 hit?
Also no.
Weird.
Weird.
Oarshisk, on to you. Up on the wall.
Attack it.
You're gonna step on, or are you?
Above.
You're above. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
above him.
All right, kicking out from down below, reaching over.
Punching above me, but next to me.
Sure.
Well, you're punching below, right?
No, well, diagonally.
Diagonally down. Yeah.
Right.
You're
You're
literally
above
punching
it and
down.
punching below. You're punching below. You're not. You're punching from below. That's what I meant.
That a 29.
Yeah, that'll do so. That'll do. 13 damage.
13 damage. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then let's just go ahead and try a finisher.
Cool. All right. Gotta take this one out. 25 will hit.
So instead of the 3 damage, is 16.
6.
So not much more.
Well, it's twice as much.
Okay, this one's looking pretty bad. Pretty bad off at this point as you attempt to just get through it. You are, however, still bleeding, Oarshis.
Move, attack. I still have one more action.
You moved, attacked, and did the finisher.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. You're right. You're correct.
You ain't hasted. You will take
I wish.
4 points of bleed damage. You can make your flat check.
Man, haste is gonna be so nice when I get my hands on it.
Just one night's sleep. One night's sleep.
Soon.
Oarshis is the primary target for haste.
Nope, still bleeding.
And at like level 18 or 20 or something, I can, or some level, I can get haste for ripostes and things. Or no, what is it? Haste for something. I don't remember. There's some additional haste.
Future hastes. Marion.
I'm gonna. I have two choices.
Live or die.
Yeah. I'm just gonna cast Daze on it again.
Do another days. Let's see how it does on its will save. It critically fails.
Yay!
You send out the dazing magic. So, this is not the first time, but this divine spell wouldn't happen to have been cast through your
That's
prayer
true.
beads, would it?
Yes, it would have.
Okay. You all see as Marion, this mental magic, reaching out to stop this creature from devouring your friends. For it is not their time. Not their time to go on those long roads the souls wander when they depart this mortal coil. And Horatio, next to your brother, as the spell goes off, you can see the eyes in the winged eyes, the symbols of Eridan on the prayer beads. The eyes go away, and one by one, they change. Not entirely, but slightly. Because the wings remain, but there's no longer an eye in the middle. Instead, there's a beaked figure, like a crow, a raven. You see, underneath each of the ravens is a key made of bone. And these little symbols engrave themselves one by one in little glowing lights. You can see almost like little poofs of feathers all along them. It's like, and then the day spell goes out and racks this creature's mind, stunning it, dealing psychic damage to it. So it is stunned 1. That is bad for him. Okay, Marion, that's 2 actions. You got one more.
I'm going to cast Guidance on Orarshis. No, I'm going to do it on Faith. Faith goes before it.
Alright, Faith, you are guided. Fabienne, you are still... you're not grabbed, but you are slowed 1, so you lose 1 action as you're trying to wriggle out of the remains of the gibbering mouther. 2 actions left.
No worries. So with my 2 actions, let's try to...
It is stunned,
Yeah,
but that's
we'll
not
just-
flat-footed, so...
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, look. It can't be flanked, but it can be flat-footed.
It can be
Yeah.
flat-footed, just not flanked. Yeah.
Well, let's try to...
Fainted as a way to make it
Fainted, yep.
flat-footed.
So there's my deception roll.
Not
So
quite
it's
high enough.
not... And I will try not to pierce my friend. Oh no!
You almost pierced Orarshis in the butt. Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. That's my turn.
And I think you're still bleeding, yeah? Yep.
Oh, yep. Let's take some bleed damage.
So yeah, let's do that. 1 point of bleed damage. You're still bleeding. Horatio.
No.
I wonder if their will save. Their AC is low. Sorry, reflex save or AC. I'll just go with Electric Arc.
Lead up to Graham to roll.
Good plan, because Graham rolls bad. It's
Protective Arc to Protective Ward to 25 feet.
so big, encompassing all your allies with this protection shield.
I've almost got it to the max. Never done that before.
Faye.
Do I choose? How does guidance work? Asking for a friend.
You say that you're going. It gives you a +1 bonus to either an attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, and you choose whether to use the bonus or not before you make
Okay.
the roll.
Okay, I'm gonna try and flurry on this thing.
With it or without it?
I'm not gonna use it yet.
Okay.
It only lasts until my next turn.
Well, that first one hits and hurts a lot.
I'm gonna use some guidance for the second one.
Okay.
32?
No, 31. That was with the +1, I think.
Okay.
The +1, taking it from a 30 to a 31,
Enough to
makes
make
it
a crit.
a critical hit. As you take just one slightly holy powered punch, with prayer beads still glowing a little bit from Marion's magic, go and punch into this thing, and it explodes and dies. You see the lizard and the cat bleeding.
Right, but I have 2 actions left,
You do.
and the person who's closest to me is, well, I guess they're both next to me, right?
Technically, yes. One's up on the wall, one's right here.
I can't really tell who's
Lizard, cat,
bleeding.
bleeding.
I'm gonna guess the lizard. I'm gonna try and administer first aid.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna administer first aid.
Medicine check.
Oh no! Natural 1.
No.
I don't think there's any.
If you were trying to stop bleeding, it immediately takes the amount of damage equal to its persistent bleed damage. Ah! You make the bleeding worse. You take 4 points of bleed damage, Arshis.
Ow!
Arshis gets the end of your turn.
Ow.
You're bleeding. You're bleeding out. What are you gonna do?
First, I'm gonna get off the wall.
All right, step aside. Ugh. Staggering a little bit from the blood loss.
And then I can't really do anything. So
Stand there and bleed to
Well,
death.
Sit down. Maybe have a sit down.
Okay, you sit. You're like, oh god. Take 1 more point of bleed damage. Hey, and you're not bleeding anymore. It's a little bit of like, but Arceus looks pretty worse for wear. Then we get to Marion. You'd be going next. If you want to attempt any bleeding stopped.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop the bleeding.
All right, make a medicine check.
Medicine. Yeah.
17. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was a D20 roll from Marion. Technically, Fabian, you get to make a new.
Yeah, yeah. That skill check was to make sure that medicine check, or that flat check was to make sure the medicine skill didn't get interrupted.
Fabian, do not quite shake off that bleeding. You try as you might.
Oh no.
Fabian, anything you want to try on your turn? Or anything you can try to do to stop the bleeding?
No, I think I'm just gonna take my damage.
Alright, you take 3 points of bleeding damage. Try another D20 roll.
Come on. Oh no!
You're still super bleeding. You're super bleeding, man. You're gonna bleed out. Oh my god, there's so much blood everywhere. Horatio, what do you do?
I don't think I have anything that can help.
Oh god, Faith, there's just so much blood everywhere. Oh my god, you're gonna lose him.
Everywhere. Oh, no.
You're gonna lose him.
Doctor. Okay, take a deep breath. Try once more.
Yep, Faith, you can make another. You can make another D20 roll. Stop the bleeding. Stop it. Stop the bleed.
Wait, do I make the D20 roll?
No, Fabian. Fabian makes it.
Does. Okay.
Fabian's gotta make it. Gotta make a 15. Gotta make it. Yeah!
Oh.
Stop bleeding. The nightmare is over.
Man, so much blood recently.
So much blood loss. So much blood loss.
Last bite and this bite.
You look around and you see the corpses of the gibbering mouthers slowly dissolving into black ooze around the now broken moonstone diadem that was corrupted somehow. But you reflect on this vision, what you saw, you feel in your bones its importance, what you've witnessed here. And for defeating these horrible abominations and for witnessing the vision in the pool, you each get 160 experience points.
What does that put us at?
670.
That's correct. That follows my math anyway.
So we.
I don't remember if I marked XP on your character sheet last time.
Okay, because I had 510. So either.
Yeah, you did.
That's either no XP from last week or you. I think you already did it. I don't.
Oh, then I might have already done it then.
Yeah.
I don't think
we
we were
definitely
before that.
bought some things last time.
Yeah, the big old truth. All right. Well, you take a moment here to gather your thoughts and everything from seeing all this horribleness. I assume maybe you do some resting and recouping here in the atrium. If you want to try any treat wounds checks or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gee,
Avoid
someone's almost dead.
Curse things like that next time. Somehow.
I mean, that's probably a good idea. I'll start with the Rorschach.
What?
I'm gonna try and heal you.
Warsha's gonna ask like what those things were. I assume, have it explained. Why were they here? Why is this?
Oh, no, I failed again.
So I
so
take
bad
7
at this.
damage.
Yeah, I think I just killed you.
Yeah, I go unconscious.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm not asking anything anymore.
What were those things? Oh.
We'll find out when I wake up next time.
Stabilize. Faith punches the washes. Rain stabilizes. The prayer bleed's glowing again.
I will try again.
I can do this all day.
There we go.
41 hit points.
clear. Faith's healing hand does work this time. I think you go up to 41 because you were already at 0 with the damage, and then you would take the 41 points. So just over bloodied.
That's right.
Feeling
Just
fit
one
as a
more of
fiddle.
those.
I'm going
Fabian's
to
not so great either, though.
heal myself at the same time. Awesome.
I will attempt to heal Fabian
Alright.
after Rashik is back, so this is 30 minutes total.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Another failure.
No, Fabian, take a point of damage.
Why would those things get spawned from that moonstone stuff? Do you know?
Eruptions are
be-
weird.
Could be that whatever memories, like the magic of the moonstones that lets us see things that have happened here, maybe it went a little bit awry.
Is that something that the Soul Gas did, or is that something that they would not be able to do? Is that beyond them?
I mean, the pool was corrupted by something, remember? We had to clean it.
I would guess they did not do it intentionally.
Yeah, not on purpose.
Demons again? For the 100th time?
I doubt it.
I'm not saying it was demons, but it was demons.
Aliens.
So, Marion, what's with your new decoration motif?
Huh? And Marion looks at it for the first time. Huh.
Huh.
I would like to...
Check on his own.
Yeah, let's do that.
On his own deity.
Who's that? What's my deity?
What the fuck is this? Marion.
Maybe our family just has a thing for birds.
Birds
I touch my amulet with a heron on it.
with a bread.
Marion, you're not sure. There's a sense of you feel like all these spirits, all these ghosts that you've been haunted by for so long now, you get the sense when you're looking at these prayer beads now that there's an atrium, there's a coliseum even full of them yelling at you. They're screaming at you. They're mad. Some of them are upset. Some of them are pointing toward the door of the coliseum and shouting. And they feel like you should, be doing something, but can't quite understand what. And these ghosts and this coliseum are all around you. There's just another one further off, this same old man, kind of arms crossed, very dour look, looking at you. You hear the word again, Marion. The same voice calling out to you. This time as you hear it, there's Crow coming and circling overhead. You're not sure.
It's a mystery.
Would that's a religion check, right? You need to be trained in it to make the check.
Probably, yeah, I would say this you couldn't really make untrained.
Okay. More punching.
Punching. I guess Fabian again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that the regular punching?
Or is that a critical punch?
Treat wounds.
That was a treat wounds, but it was a critical success. I rolled a 31, so you gain the 33 hit points.
Hey, there you go.
So
Feel
I
good.
clicked the wrong button, but I succeeded by accident.
So we'll keep it.
Wow, that's exactly what I need to go back to maximum.
That was what I planned.
well, 33 I think was for Arshis, right?
No, it's for Fabian.
Oh, it's for Fabian. Okay.
It was for Fabian because Fabian didn't get any healing before.
Oh, there you go. Fabian's fit as a fiddle.
And then I'll do Arashik again. No,
Okay.
right.
32. I'll
32
take
hit
it.
points. And then I can do Horatio.
I accept.
And then, I should probably do myself at some point.
Probably.
I think technically I should do Horatio first. Yeah, that's enough Horatio. And then
Yeah, that's enough. You get
That's
enough.
all I need.
third. That's all I need to.
Alrighty. So you spend some
We're all
time
ready
next to
to
this
go.
pool,
An
that
hour.
was basically an
healing
hour.
punches.
And then I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to refocus. So I can teleport away again.
Do we want to check this door over this direction? I'm, motion that way.
Yeah, let's.
There aren't any doors here, right?
Correct. To the south, they're not.
But like according to where the golem was, because there was a door on the other side of the golem,
Right.
Hmm.
and that should be like here somewhere. Can't see where I'm going.
No,
Maybe
it's
Graham can, but we can't.
no, the door for the golem was there.
Right. So there should be a room here. on the other
Oh,
side of the
Actually-
door.
Yeah, the hallway does turn a corner. I thought that it was just a dead end, but it's not.
Marion, and Oarshis actually being close.
Here we go.
As you step around this way, you hear something, this heavy breathing from around the corner, and you think you hear the flapping of wings and like a hissing sound too.
Here.
Wings in a cave in underground. Can I try to stealthily peek around the corner? Also, I
Sure.
don't have vision,
Okay.
so maybe this won't be the best.
You sneak up. Let me see something here. Give me
Because I
just
just
a...
have regular light vision.
Right, and it is dark in here. So...
But there could be torches down at the end or something. I don't know.
Okay. Oarshis, you go. Peek a little bit around the corner. And it's dark. You can't really see. But you think you see something. Then you definitely hear something as a large, hulking figure comes charging down the hallway and goes to smack you on the head. And that is where we will pick up next time on Really Playing Games. The Extinction goes.